guys, it's Layla here. I hope everyone is doing well. I wanted to come to you today, this evening, and talk to you about how to push through the fear. The world we're living in today is something that we could not even imagine. As far as what we see, what's going on around the globe and on the news, it's there to keep us enticed in that fear zone. It's to keep us safe, to keep our coping mechanism at ease, to keep us complacent, to keep us in worry. It's that fear that prevents you from doing something that you want to take a step to do, but on the other hand, you're thinking about the obstacle that's holding you back from actually achieving it. I wanted to share with you when I made that decision to leave my job, to quit my job in 2019. And that was not an easy road at all. And it's something that I have been contemplating for a few years. I just didn't know when I was going to do it. But prior to doing it, I'm going to tell you something. When you think about something over and over, you start to see things moving in that direction. And it's not an accident. So I kept meditating in it. I would, I would write it down. It was on my vision board. Something that I wanted to create, I wanted to manifest, and I did everything that I needed to do. Researched it, I listened to motivational speakers and how to get to that next level. And by the time I was ready to do it, I knew. I meditated on it, and I wrote it down. I saw it before me. It was on my vision board. And I took calculated action. I set a date. And I changed the date twice. And the third time was a charm. For someone who, I worked as an executive assistant for an investment bank and making a near six-figure salary. In addition to having a side hustle on the side, I was making over six figures at that point there. And when I decided to do it, it was a no-brainer, because I knew that in order for me to not have any regrets, if God had put this in my spirit to want to do it, then He was going to provide and make sure that it was manifested and worked out. I want to tell you that if there is something that you want to do and you are fearful of doing it, that is a time where you need to do it. Because the worst thing that you can have is a regret. Right now, in these times right now, people are having to decide on whether they are going to stay in at a job where they do not, they don't agree with a policy, and they're having to make that choice to jump, to decide to quit and leave. And I'm telling you that there are no accidents in life, none. The perception is what you're seeing. Yes, the fear, because it's not something that you have planned. But I want to tell you one thing. The secret that I have found out is when you do something that you don't normally have wanting to do, was not thinking about doing, and you make a choice to do something, guess what? The windows of heaven is going to open up to you, and it's going to fulfill what it is that you are in need of. When there's no accidents in life, you can make any decision that you want, and just know that you're not going to be left hanging. It's almost kind of like a fright or flight type of situation. You're on that fence, but as soon as you do it, oh my God, you'll be saying to yourself, I should have done this a long time ago. Some things, if there are no accidents in life, then anything that you have to do outside of the normal protocol of what you would have not have done would be done. It's amazing. I also want to make mention to other examples. Traveling. There are people who are in fear of traveling alone, traveling to different states, traveling out the country. What is that perception that you have, that fear that's stopping you and holding you back from taking that step to the next level? Fear is a stagnation. It will send you back and not have you move forward. We all experience it, but the trick is to have you believe that fear that you're holding on to is preventing you from getting to the next level. You can't be comfortable when you want to move to the next level. It's just kind of like you can't be comfortable in your comfort zone because you don't grow. That's the same scenario. It's that perception that you think that's holding us, that's stopping us from reaching these goals, from stopping us from doing the exceptional things that we are created to do. Another example, we know when this all first started with this pandemic, what happened in the supermarkets? People were running, grabbing toilet paper. They were in fear that they were not going to have toilet paper. You see how fear will cause someone to do, sorry about that. Fear will cause you to do something that you had not even wanted to even do, but because of the loss of something that you may be missing out on, created a panic. I'm telling you, we have got to get over certain things. There's some other things that even moving to another state, although it may be scary, but in fact that when you plan properly for it, you go through the motions. Sometimes you just have to jump out and step out on faith. That's the exciting part. When you're doing something that you are nervous about and you do it, it's a vindication. It's like you've hit the prize. I want to just let you know that because I've experienced some things in my world, in my journey, leaving a job that was my safety net, moving into a luxury building that was more more money spent than I could have imagined, but I stepped out in faith, and almost 2 years later, I'm still here. Well, I'm gonna tell you a scenario as well too. Some years back, I was in college with 3 of my girlfriends, and we had planned this trip to go to Aruba. Now, mind you, I was 23 years old, and when it came down to the trip, everyone bailed. You know what my mother said? My mother said, go anyway. I am 23 years old. I leave out of the country for the first time by myself for 7 days and 6 nights. And when I tell you, that was the open door for me to be independent, for me to conquer fear. It was the best time of my life. I met some amazing people, and that started my journey as far as traveling alone. And so when I say that We all are in the same boat. We have to conquer those fears. There's so many things that we want to do, but fear stands in the way. But just remember that manifestations happen when you get on the other side of fear. If there are no accidents in life, then what if you can get on the other side of fear? Boy, your life is going to change tremendously. There is nothing that you can't do. And so, as we look at the world as where it is right now, with chaos, confusion, anxiety, mental health is at an all-time high, we have got to breathe. I think we should all start journaling. Think about the things that you want to do in this life. As we know, tomorrow is not promised. If you want to move out the country, you want to move out of the state you live in, there's nothing stopping you. You can go do that. If you want to travel to another country, there's nothing stopping you. If you want to leave your job or make the decision to do something, there is nothing stopping you. There is power. There is power within you that when you make that first move, the universe will open its doors, and it's almost kind of like it's giving you the permission, the full speed ahead, that I got you. You got this. When you do what it is that you fear the most, and you take that first step, it's a vindication. It's a power. Hold on to your power. Make sure that the news, and also keep a power. Sometimes we can be overloaded with a whole lot of pressure from all sides. Everyone is pulling on you. You feel like you're closed in. Find those people that you can, well, maybe not a lot of people, but find those confidants that you can talk to, that they can help you through the scenario, help you see through some things, so that you can have, another opinion that can help you, guide you through the process. This life is a test. We're being challenged. We're being bombarded with negative news. And when we stay our ground and stand up for what we believe in, all things are possible. This too shall pass, but before we pass through it, it's going to be rocky. It's going to be an earthquake. It's going to be scary. But keep moving forward. Keep pushing through. Everything will happen in its due time. Everything will happen for you just the way you would want it to. So no fear. Stay in love and light, and let the powers be with you. So on that note, please share. Please like, subscribe. I appreciate you all so much. Thank you for allowing me to share on this channel, and hope to see you soon. Bye now.